Hello everybody, this is Maniac4Bricks, and welcome to another Collect-a-Thon video. Today we'll be looking at my collection of superhero minifigures. This includes Marvel, DC, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and even a few Purist Customs. There are a few exceptions, and I will note those in the video, and be sure to check out some others in the video description. I have a whole bunch of videos that have to do with some of those Purist Customs. Well, let's start off on the DC side of things, and I just want to mention that this entire area is actually a revamp of what I've done before. Some of you may remember in a few videos I've talked about this kind of setup and doing minifigure collection displays like this in the future. This was the first installment that I had, and it was kind of sloppy, so I decided to take it all down, revamp it, customize it, and now it actually has more space than it did before, and also more structure, integrity, and just looks a lot better, in my opinion, so I'm really happy with how this whole thing turned out. Alright, let's start off with DC. So, one of the newest additions in here is the new version of Mr. Freeze for 2017. I believe Batgirl is a recent addition, as well as Robin, Nightwing, and I've added in the Black Batman from 2012, which also came in the 2017 Mr. Freeze set. I am not sure at the recording of this video if I'm going to put in Lego Batman movie sets. Figures, especially, you know, when some of them are from the collectible minifigure series. I have a separate idea for that, but as far as the rest of those figures, I'm not sure if I would put them with those or Lego movie figures, so at the moment it's kind of in the air. And also I kind of don't have any more space here, so if they fit somewhere, they'd probably be on another shelf, regardless. I do have another Joker henchman, but I don't, it's the one from the Steamroller, and I don't have him up here because I'm saving him for a separate video, which has to do with clone brand, or just clone versions of Lego stuff, and helping to identify them. So stay tuned for that video later in 2017. Other than that, I'm really happy with what's been added here and just revamped. I do have Superman's hair for Man of Steel. I just borrowed it for a sig fig. Have an ordered one later on, and I just haven't attached it back on there. Same kind of thing happened with Nightwing. I do have his hair, I just haven't added it back on. I did have a whole bunch of the Mighty Micros, but I thought that might take up a lot of space too quickly, so I decided to keep them out of this setup as well. And there are only like a select few of them that I actually like and would like to keep as collectibles, so there's not even going to be a good spot for them as it is. If I did get any more of any DC superheroes, they would fit along this bottom row. That's kind of what this whole row is for. It's just kind of excess figures that just haven't really been organized up here that much. I'm trying to think, who else? There was somebody else. Oh yeah, Catwoman from 2006. I've had her for a long time, I still have her, but I just haven't found her again in order to add her back on here. I have, however, added this version of Batman from 2006. He's still been on there since the beginning, so really happy to have that there. Next, we'll take a look at the Marvel section. It's a little bit less than DC, but still quite the variety. There's actually a whole bunch of figures that are missing in here for various purposes, or just haven't refound them in my collection yet, so I will get back to that in a later video, perhaps, or just a separate post on social media. For example, there should be Captain America 2012 in here from the Avengers movie, and I just haven't found the set yet, as well as the aliens, so they would fit somewhere along this row as well. Peter Parker, the original yellow version, I have not found him back yet, or the red and blue version that also came in the Spider-Man Action Studio from 2002, I believe. I have not found either of those yet, so I will fit those back in when I find them in my collection. I have them, just haven't relocated them. Beetle is one of the latest additions to my little wall, and even some of the Age of Ultron figures. I have the Hulk, the thing is, I can't really fit big figs up here. They would take up too much space and too much reworking, so I figured they'd be better off just on the ground area down here with some of the other DC, Marvel, and TMNT sets that I'd like to display in this area. One of the more recent additions I also have in here, Aunt May. Very nice version of her, probably one of my favorite versions, even if they've revamped her later in 2016. And I have this Purist Custom version of Star-Lord, because I haven't picked up the original Guardians of the Galaxy sets. I decided to make a version of him myself. So you can check out a video for that later on, or link in the description below. I've added these more recently, the tentacles, much like Doc Ock. Don't have enough space to fit in here, so I kept them with the set, and they will be shown later, you know, if I do it for other things. And also, last thing we have here are the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles figures. A few of the big figs I decided to fit back up here, but I didn't really want to put too many, or just basically, you know, have these. That's good enough for me. I would really like to have the blue, or the black version of Shredder like this, which is a Toys R Us exclusive set. But for now, I'm okay with the red version. It still has a nice look to him. These two figures here, I have done a video on, I believe it's, I keep getting them wrong. I think this is Rocksteady or Bebop, I forget. But I've done a custom video on him, how to make him, and you can check that out, link in the description. This one is also from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, the arcade game, the NES port, and I will show that in a future video. So again, link in the description below or in the eye in the corner for more information. Other than that, I'm really happy with how the rest of these have turned out, especially how Krang is positioned here. And there's only one figure in this row I haven't added in. It's Donatello from the same set that April came in and the same set that Baxter came in. So I'll have to again find him and add him later. Thank you for watching this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time with more LEGO videos. Let me know in the comments below what are some of your favorite LEGO superheroes, and we'll see you next time with more videos. Again, check out the Purist Customs if you want to add more to your superhero collection based on what I've done with official LEGO parts.